Big Mike here with
A's Entertainment.
Today's episode. We got UFC legend Carlos Condit, the natural-born killer, with a record of 31-13. Former interim UFC welterweight champion.
If you like what we're doing, you hit the subscribe button. If you're looking for a mug, perhaps a hoodie, head on over to IOnlyJudgeGreatness.com.
What's up? I'm Carlos Condit, natural born killer, UFC welterweight, and I'm coming on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
We the best, just like Glam says, we the best. We stay hot to death, we the best. Always down to wreck this haze in the town, what you know about that? We the best, just like Glam says, we the best. We stay hot to death, we the best. Always down to wreck this haze in the town, what you know about that?
Can't beat us, we MCs. I make cats run like DMC. My boy gets tased, it's the ENT. On a track, I blow like TNT. Hot boys like CMB. Girls spend the night like a B&B. I say what I want what I say. Remain at the top, I'm the top of the game. Step back, I come up quick fast. So fast, when I stop, y'all get whiplash. So what you wanna say today? Hate the game, dog, I'm the ace of spades. A call player, bet it's not over.
Frank Hayes and Big Mike are taking over the podcast scene in Vancouver. Get down or lay down.
We the best, just like Glam says, we the best. We stay hot to death, we the best. Always down to wreck this haze in the town, what you know about that? We the best, just like Glam says, we the best. We stay hot to death, we the best. Always down to wreck this haze in the town, what you know about that?
We the best, yes, that's something I can put plain. Hey, cause them ballers get paid. Pop bottles, homie, got dollars for days. Get low, sit low, when them politics trades. You want West Coast, just holla at Hayes.
We the best, just like Glam says, we the best. We stay hot to death, we the best. Always down to wreck this haze in the town, what you know about that? We the best, just like Glam says, we the best. We stay hot to death, we the best. Always down to wreck this haze in the town, what you know about that?
Yo, what's going on? How are you guys?
Good, thanks for taking the time.
Sure.
Big Mike here, and that's Ryan.
Right, nice
What's up,
to meet you.
gentlemen? How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good.
We're up here in Vancouver, Canada.
All right, man.
Where are you
So,
staying right now? Where are you right now?
I'm in New Mexico, man.
Okay.
Born in New Mexico as well, right? So you haven't left.
Yeah, born and raised.
Nice. Play any sports growing up, other than fighting, obviously?
Yeah, man. I played sports from I played soccer, I swam, I played football, I wrestled. Yeah, so I was active.
What challenges did you have coming across to get to where you are today?
A lot. Well, for one, I don't feel like I'm like the best athlete, so I had to work hard for everything, man. I struggled a lot, and I think that's what ended up making me into the fighter and the athlete that I became eventually.
Okay.
Hell of a one, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
How did you get into fighting in the first place, and when did it start?
So I was interested in martial arts since I was like real young, man. I liked all the, late 80s, early 90s martial arts movies, Jean-Claude Van Damme and, just all that stuff. And then I was into the Ninja Turtles. So I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle or a Foot Clan. And that's kind of how I got interested in it. And then I just happened to be in the right place at the right time and, got involved with Jackson's and with Greg Jackson and some of his black belts, a guy named Tom Vaughn, and the rest is history.
Which one of your Ninja Turtle movies is your favorite? Definitely the one with Vanilla Ice, right?
I like the first one, man. First one, hands down. That's a killer movie, just all around. Not even like just for a kids movie or just for a martial arts movie. It's a good damn movie.
Oh yeah. That was number one with Vanilla Ice, I believe.
I think it was number 2, actually.
Okay.
I could be wrong, though.
Okay.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong before.
All right.
Who are your biggest influencers in your career?
dude, like honestly, my dad is probably the biggest influence. I mean, he started me out in sports when I was really young, and then, encouraged me to wrestle, took me to every practice. When I first started doing martial arts, I didn't have a car. I was like 15. I couldn't even drive. I didn't have a driver's license. So he took me to practice every day that I wanted to go. I'd say my pops.
What motivates you the most about your profession as an athlete?
Man, I love to be creative, and martial arts gives me like an unlimited opportunity to create, to put things together. I just got done teaching a class, and we did, it's a striking class, but we did ground and pound today, and just the amount of sequences that you can put together, and it almost seems infinite and never ending. So like I never get bored.
What's your favorite strike and submission?
What was that again?
What's your favorite strike and submission?
Favorite strike? It's probably a close tie between knees and elbows, man. I really like the knees and elbows. Submission, I like probably my most, what I pull off the most is like an inverted armbar from side mount. Like an elbow hug, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's 3 reasons you like being a part of MMA and UFC over your life?
Well, for one, I think being involved in martial arts kept me alive. I mean, I was troubled, and I had all kinds of crazy shit going on in my life, and if I didn't have martial arts as like a positive outlet, and something to keep me somewhat centered when I was younger, man, I'd have either died or been in prison. It'd have been not good. So that's one thing. So being alive, being an inspiration for other people, for other young fighters, man, that's one of my favorite things. Training with these young up and coming guys, especially dudes from Albuquerque, seeing these young up and coming fighters, that's awesome for me. Getting to like live my dream. Like this was my dream since I was a little kid, and I get to do what I love for a living. And what else? I mean, other than that, like what else could you ask for?
Nothing really, to be honest. So who's one of the big and up and coming fighters coming out of Albuquerque?
We got a bunch of different people, man. There's Aaron. Well, he's not from Albuquerque, but he's training out here. Aaron Pico. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Aaron Pico is a stud, man. He's killing it in Bellator. I think he's 3 straight wins, second straight knockout. Guy named Christian Edwards is also killing it in Bellator. Those 2 guys are a couple of guys to watch out for.
I'm a big fan of New Mexico, now that I think of it. One of the girls that stole a little piece of my heart there, I met her on a cruise ship, and she's from New Mexico.
Oh, man. Yeah. You got to be careful with the New Mexican chicks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, had me sending her gifts for Christmas across the border.
What was it like beating Nick Diaz for the interim welterweight championship? And that's obviously when St. Pierre was injured.
Dude, that was at the end of like a really long run. I put together a bunch of really good victories, and that was definitely a high point in my career.
If you could sit down for dinner with anybody, dead or alive, who would it be?
Genghis Khan.
Okay.
Nice choice.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
Okay, what color Gatorade do you like?
I like that lime one. You know what I'm talking about? The cucumber lime.
Oh,
Yeah,
light green.
we might not even have that in Canada. I don't know.
That one's awesome.
Might have to get some of that stuff shipped up here.
I got to hit you with another one of your fights with GSP, obviously, UFC 154. What a fight that was. And I know you became the only second guy to knock him down with a head kick.
Yeah, man, that was big. You know, like fighting GSP was I don't know, it was surreal. Like he's a guy that I had looked up to and idolized since way before I was in the UFC, when I was just an up and coming fighter. And so to stand across from, you know, from greatness, a guy that had done so much in the sport and for the sport was, you know, it was an amazing experience.
If you could sing any karaoke song, what song would it be?
The only song that I could ever pull off on like Rock Band was Creep by Radiohead. And it's because the guy can't sing very well, and neither can I.
Hey, but that's what karaoke's for.
Sure.
Yeah, I only ever done it once, honestly, but I like to throw that question in just to get you guys thinking a little bit.
Back on the big win streak against Court McGee last fight. Take me back to that fight.
Yeah, well, you know, that was great to actually break that losing streak, man. I'd been on a skid for, you know, a couple of years. I didn't want to fight in a while. So going out there, kind of bringing everything together, training, you know, just my mental focus, which was, I think, the big thing lacking over the last couple of years, really realigning and coming out with a victory over a guy like Court was awesome, man. And now I feel like I have some momentum. Like I feel like I got a little bit of traction. I got some juice back, and you know, I'm stoked and I'm ready for this next one. Matty
Brown better keep his head up in January then, eh?
Yeah, or his chin down, either one. I don't know. I feel good. I feel I'm motivated. I'm focused. I'm having fun right now, man. I've been training out at Cowboys Ranch. Switched up my training quite a bit. Just different vibes. And you know, I don't know. I'm a guy that goes off of energy, and I feel like the energy out there is good. I had stagnated and things were stale for a while, so switching up my formula has been good.
What do you do to calm the butterflies before you compete?
I just stir them up, man. I get them pissed off. I try to make the butterflies into hornets.
Yeah.
And get them nice and pissed off.
You got any rituals before fight?
Not really, man. I've fought for so long that I've probably, you know, I've gone through different stuff, but anymore, dude, I just enjoy I try to enjoy it as much as possible. I get nervous. It was cool. This last fight out at Fight Island, we woke up, I had to report at 3:30 in the morning. So I woke up at like 1, did a little bit of a stretch out, and it was time to go. I didn't have to be up all day nervous and worrying about the fight. It was like, go get your hands wrapped, jump on a bus, drive the little tent dome thing, and do your thing.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It was awesome.
Who's your favorite musician of all time?
My favorite musician? Dude, I love Tool, dude. I'm a huge Tool fan. Maynard James Keenan is probably one of my favorite, you know, favorite musicians of all time. And you know, and he's a jiu-jitsu practitioner and MMA fan, so that's cool too.
Awesome.
Is there anyone that you'd wish you'd fight or you never had the chance to fight?
So when I fought in Rumble on the Rock, I was in the same tournament as Anderson Silva, and Anderson got disqualified in the first round. He up-kicked Yushin Okami, got, you know, while he was basically kicked a grounded opponent, got DQ'd, but I believe that he would have ended up in the finals had he not been DQ'd. So, and I ended up in the finals in that one. So Anderson Silva's won, and he wasn't as big as he is now either. He was that was a 175 weight class fight.
Who in the family do you bring to watch you fight live?
My pops is always there. My dad has maybe missed a few in my whole career, but he's always there.
Did he get to go to your last one?
Nah, dude, the Fight Island thing was only coaches and fighters.
Okay. Who would you say the toughest opponent thus far in your career has been?
Toughest, a guy that I had a really hard time with, obviously, because probably one of my worst performances was against Damian Maia. That was just a tough matchup for me. So that was a tough matchup. As far as toughness, though, probably Thiago Alves. Thiago Alves, man, I broke that dude's nose so bad. Put his nose into his forehead, and there was zero quitting that guy. That was like a fight to the death. I felt like we were fighting like we were fighting to death.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
What's one word that describes you?
Word that describes me. There's probably a lot of words that describe me, man.
Killer.
Yeah. Shit, I don't know. Get back to me on that one.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you do after a big fight and a win?
Eat. I eat, bro. I'm a big time fan of food. So, and obviously, I've cut all that weight, so I relax and eat and try to enjoy a little bit of time off.
Couple cold pints.
I'm sorry?
Couple cold beers.
Nah, dude, I don't drink anymore. I quit drinking like 10 years ago.
Wow, good for you.
I put enough post-fight beers down for like one lifetime, so I'm good.
Good for you, bud.
Good for you. Tough to do, definitely is. Are you a cat or a dog person? This isn't one of my normal questions, but yeah.
Both, dude. Actually, so I'm an animal person, whatever. And I've only had dogs for the last like 16 years. My ex-wife was allergic to cats, and I wanted a cat. I had cats growing up, and I actually just got a cat. I have 3 dogs and a cat, so I'm both.
Okay. Is there a dream venue that you haven't been able to fight in?
Madison Square Garden. I've not been able to fight there.
Really? With how many fights you've had, you've never fought in Madison Square Garden? I'm surprised.
Nope. No. Well, for most of my career, it was not. MMA wasn't legal in New York. That's just more recent.
Yeah, I forgot
about that.
What's your favorite sports franchise?
Dude, I don't follow other sports other than fight sports.
Okay.
Like I enjoy watching basketball. I enjoy watching football, even hockey sometimes. But I have a short attention span, so I only follow fight sports. Really.
What do you think about that Tyson Jones fight last week?
I didn't see it, man. I only saw highlights.
Tried to hit you with a fight question.
Yeah, no, they. I mean, I don't know, dude. They had enough. Apparently, it was a good fight. I would hate to see 2 greats go in there and put on a shitty show. But but from what I understand, they put on a good show and got paid. So hats off to them.
Yeah.
Do you watch boxing much?
I haven't been. I like boxing, but I haven't been lately. I haven't been watching a whole lot of. I watch UFC and Glory. UFC and Glory mainly.
We just had Mark Hunt on, and he was all jacked up for his fight. He was talking so much shit about Paul Gallen, and we can't wait to see that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's been your go-to quarantine snack?
Probably chips, bro. Tortilla chips is my vice, or just chips in general.
Okay.
What's your favorite piece of memorabilia that you have got over the years? Like, is it a pair of gloves from someone that you fought, or your shorts from your biggest win, or?
Dude, to be honest, like I have a box of memorabilia and I know it's important, but I just like don't even know what to do with it. But my favorite, to answer your question, my favorite memorabilia is my WEC belt, and that's probably top. Number one, WEC belt. I don't know if that's really memorabilia, but it is for me.
Absolutely.
And then my UFC interim belt.
It's to each your own, right? Whatever you like could be as important to you, might not be as important as everybody else. Do you know this rule that we've heard over the last few months of interviewing UFC, that they have to give up a piece of article of clothing or something after a match?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You have to give them a piece of something that you wore so that they can auction it off or do something with it.
Now, is that new, or has that been going on since you started?
I think if I'm not mistaken, it's since Reebok has been a thing.
Oh,
okay.
Now, do you know much about the UFC card coming up? If I was to run through the fights, would you be able to pick a winner?
I don't, but let's do it anyway.
Okay. We'll start with the prelims. I don't know if you know them at all, but Hooper or Barrett?
Don't know.
Okay. Vandera or Spivak?
Give me a first name.
Jared Vandera and Sergey Spivak?
Don't know him.
Okay. Oh, God, I don't know the first names. Gavin Tucker or Billy Quarantillo?
Don't know him. There's so many new guys, man.
I know. Cub Swanson or Pineda?
I'm going to go with my boy Cub.
Okay. Dos Santos or Gan?
I'm going to go with Dos Santos.
Souza or Holland?
Souza.
Ferguson or Oliveira?
Ooh, I'm going to go Oliveira.
That's going to be a good fucking fight.
Yeah.
And then Figueiredo or Moreno? Main event.
Ooh, man. Dude, I like Moreno a lot. He trained out here, so I'm gonna pick him.
I hope he can pull it off. I truly do. We just had on before you. We had Kenny Flo on, and he picked Figueiredo. He doesn't think he's gonna lose for a while, but I really do hope Moreno pulls that off.
Yeah, same.
Hey, you got any good things to say about our next guest right after you, Chris Lieben?
Never met Chris, man. I don't think, but I always enjoyed his fights, man. I love savages, and he was a savage for sure.
Oh, he was a savage, mean motherfucker.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
What's your new collab with Scene, the custom denim? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, man. So yeah, dude, I'm doing a jean line, some jeans with Scene, which is a company that does custom stuff. Yeah, I've been, kind of breaking into some new stuff and trying to expand my reach and get some other irons in the fire before I'm done with this fighting thing.
Well, they went and grabbed the best looking guy in New Mexico to come do their jeans.
I doubt that. Maybe the best looking fighter. I don't know. That's not saying a lot. Not saying a lot.
Out of all the guys you fought, the huge UFC names and legends like Diaz, GSP, Woodley, Alves, Shields, McDonald, Lawler, and Maya, who would you say was your toughest fight?
Toughest fight. I mean, they all have their own unique story, and it was all challenging.
How about the Jake Shields one then? Just because we had him on yesterday. Yeah,
man, Jake. Yeah, no, honestly, at the time that was a hell of a fight, bro. That was an ordeal. Jake Shields was a hell of a fight back then.
And how about Rory McDonald, the good old Canadian?
That was a fun fight. dude, that fight was dynamic. We got after. We were both young. He's younger than me. I was a lot younger than I am now. But I liked that fight because it was dynamic. We wrestling, jiu-jitsu, striking, ground and pound. We got after it.
That was a hell of a fight to watch. I remember that one. I'll never forget that fight.
Yeah, that guy's awesome. And Mike, we should be trying to get him on, being a good Canadian guy.
Yeah.
What do you want to be remembered for at the end of your career?
My energy, like my, just the intensity that I brought to my craft.
When you get picked out of the crowd by a fan, and let's say you're walking on the street or something, and a fan says, "Hey, how's it going?" and they ask you for your autograph, how do you feel about that?
Most of the time it's cool, man. Like I enjoy being able to make somebody's day by taking a picture or something. But anytime I'm a human, and sometimes I'm in a bad mood. I don't want to fucking talk to anybody. So there's that. But most of the time, it's a pleasure.
Okay.
Well, hey, Carlos, I just want go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was gonna do what you were doing.
Okay. Carlos, I just want to thank you very much for taking the time today for us and chatting with us. We've been big fans of you your whole career, and we obviously hope you make it back to the title, man. And I think you can do it. You're on a hot streak now. Let's ride it out. Knock Matty Brown out and move on.
Yeah, bro. That's the plan. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Hey, we would love to have you on again sometime.
Sure.
Sometime down the road, maybe after your next fight, and we can chat about that one.
Fuck yeah. Fucking killed it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Take care and stay safe, man.
And
good luck next fight.
Merry Christmas.
Later, guys.
Hey.
That was good.
Yeah, I know. I felt like it. I was a fuck ton of editing, but
yeah, it's all good. It'll happen. You know what I mean? Editing's good. It's good for you. You need something. But he seems like an absolute beauty. I thought he was going to be definitely more quiet, and he seemed awesome. He's fucking mean. He's mean, though. You can tell. I don't want to be in the ring with that fucker.
No, that's for sure. Another good guest. We wrapped that one up pretty quick. Okay, yeah.
Next we got going on. We got Chris Lieben, another mean.
Yeah. Welcome to fucking Grand Slam Wednesdays.
Only on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Let's go.